this video I want to look at theme 3 for movement 1 in Mozart's Piano Concerto in A major. And the very first thing I notice when I look at this theme is the use of sequence. Again, sequence is used in so many of the different themes in this work. And sequence is a really important compositional tool. We've done a whole video on it if you want to have a look at that. Sequence is basically when you state a musical idea and then restate the same musical idea up or down a certain amount of notes. And you can see it here, it's actually used twice in this theme, two different sequences. You got the first one, which goes from here until here, so it's a little 2-bar sequence, and then it's repeated. So you got your second statement of the sequence just here, and you can see how that's the same idea. Okay, you've got this kind of rhythmic section with the repeated notes here, and then you've got your descending scale chromatic notes. Then you've got the same thing, just instead of starting on this F sharp and going to E, you got it starting on this C sharp and going to B. You got this repeated note idea and then the descending chromatic scale. So that's a sequence you got there. That's sequence number 1. Okay. And sequence number 2 in this theme starts in bar 5. Got it here, and it's a 1-bar sequence. And the second part of it is in bar 6. So this is also a sequence. Again, you can see how it's the musical idea is stated here, and then it's just repeated down. It's down just a step this time. So sequence is a really important feature of this particular theme. There's two of them. There's a 2-bar sequence and a 1-bar sequence just here. Some other important features of this particular theme. You got this little kind of repeated note idea here, and this dotted quaver, semi-quaver rhythm. So you got that here. You've got it here. This repeating note again. You got a repeated E here, you got a repeated B here, and even in the next sequence you still got this repeated note with that little dotted quaver, semi-quaver in the middle. Okay, you got it here, so that repeated note, that's a really big feature of this theme as well. It's something to kind of remember it by if you're trying to remember which particular theme this is, if it comes up in an exam or anything. That repeated note is really distinctive. Okay, so you've got your sequences, you've got your repeated notes. You've also got these descending scale passages with the chromatic notes in between. They're part of the first sequence. And that's something that's really distinctive about this theme as well. You've got this descending scale part. So I'm just going to write in chromatic here so you remember what I'm talking about. This chromatic bit, you've got your repeated note here. So repeated notes. Repeated notes. Okay. The other things, what else is there about this particular theme? You got quite a lot of broken chords here. You got this one here. And it's used then in the next part of the sequence as well. And you've also got a broken chord, chord 1 here, A major, chord of A. This one here it's an E7 chord, broken chord. And this particular one here is an F sharp minor 7. F sharp minor 7 broken chord. And that's the main features of this particular theme. I'm going to play it now. Just watch out for those two sequences. You got your 2-bar one and you've got your 1-bar sequence. Listen out for this repeated note with this really bouncy kind of rhythm using the dotted quaver, semi-quaver idea. Listen out for this chromatic scale and these broken chords.